Have you ever wondered if the world you experience is real, or simply a construct in your mind? Here's the surprising truth. Much of what we call reality is an illusion crafted by the symbols and words we rely on daily. Civilized society, for all its advancements, has become entrapped in a system of symbols, substituting these mental constructs for actual experiences. In doing so, we often lose sight of what is real, slipping into a world of thought that rarely touches the profound essence of life itself. Consider this. When we talk about money, we know it's not wealth in itself. It's just paper and numbers. Yet, people chase money as though it were real, mistaking it for genuine security or happiness. Similarly, our identities, our names, jobs, and labels are nothing more than agreed-upon symbols. But how many of us go through life identifying entirely with these labels, believing that they represent our true selves? In the world of a philosopher, reality is a loaded word. Is it physical, something we can touch and measure, or is it spiritual, a deeper experience beyond sensory perception? The answer, though, is simple. Reality isn't a concept to be boxed into categories like physical or spiritual. It simply exists beyond the reach of any philosophical or intellectual label we try to pin on it. Reality is like a silent observer, ever present, yet beyond the grasp of our definitions. Imagine the universe without the human-made boundaries of things and events. In truth, there are no individual objects or neatly packaged events. What we have instead is an intricate web of wiggles, a marvelous, seamless flow where everything is interconnected, moving in perfect harmony. By calling things objects or describing moments as events, we are imposing our understanding upon the universe's infinite dance. This tendency to divide, categorize, and define is both a blessing and a curse. While these symbols help us navigate daily life, they also limit our perception, boxing us into a structured world that feels safe, but is far from the mystery of existence. When we identify fully with the mental world, our thoughts, ideas, and personal labels, we become prisoners of our own creation, mistaking the map for the territory. True freedom lies beyond these confines. It calls us to see the world not as a collection of fragmented ideas, but as a living, breathing reality, free from labels. In the end, reality is not something to be understood with the mind. It's an experience that invites us to dissolve all that we think we know, and to simply be present with life as it is, undivided, unfathomable, and profoundly real. Shattering the illusion of separation. Meditation as the key to oneness. Have you ever looked up at the stars and seen shapes like Orion, the Big Dipper, or Cassiopeia, only to realize that these forms are just tricks of perception? The stars aren't clustered by any cosmic design to form these familiar constellations. They're only grouped in the human mind. These celestial shapes are a mental construct, just like many of the distinctions we make between ourselves and the universe. In reality, the idea of me versus everything else is a learned notion, not an absolute truth. In meditation, one of the most powerful realizations is this: the separation you feel from the universe is simply an idea. It's not real. Sadhguru teaches that the sense of isolation or distinct individuality we carry is much like the constellations, an image created by thoughts, symbols, and concepts, rather than reality itself. True meditation, he says, allows us to dissolve this illusion, quieting the chatter of the mind and unveiling the deeper, inseparable connection we have with all existence. But how do we reach this state of unity? The answer lies in silencing that constant inner dialogue, the never-ending monologue that fills our minds. We're all familiar with it, that habitual self-talk running through our heads, dissecting the past, predicting the future, and filling in every silent moment with noise. This mental noise is more than a habit. It's a veil that stands between us and the real world. When we live in a world dominated by thoughts, we're caught up in what Sadhguru calls the world of symbols. We're surrounded by the symbols and words we've created to describe the world, but these are not the world itself. Imagine if, instead of constantly talking to yourself, you could find stillness and silence. Think of it as stepping out of a dense fog that has clouded your view, allowing you to see clearly without interference. In this silence, you don't experience reality as fragmented or broken into pieces. Instead, you experience the world as it is, a vast interconnected dance where everything flows seamlessly. This is what meditation offers, a path beyond the endless stream of thoughts into a direct encounter with reality. Sadhguru explains that in a state of true awareness, you move beyond the limitations of thought. As long as we rely on symbols, we live in a mental reality, not the actual experience of life. The power of meditation is its ability to dismantle this illusion. When you enter a meditative state, you cease to identify with the stream of thoughts, enabling you to perceive life in its pure form. Meditation, therefore, is not a way to escape. It is a way to reveal the truth that has always been present, the truth of your inseparability from the universe. This is not merely a philosophical exercise, but a transformative experience. As Sadhguru elaborates, it's an awakening that goes beyond logic or intellectual understanding. This awareness is what he describes as the ultimate perception, where you are not bound by thoughts, ego, or emotions. Instead, you see life as a boundless, unified whole, where the artificial boundaries between self and other melt away. In this state, the ego's need for separation or identity fades, replaced by a profound sense of unity with the cosmos. To live beyond these boundaries, to step into the space where life flows without labels, is to experience reality in its most vibrant, limitless form. Meditation, then, is not just a practice. It is the bridge between the illusion of separateness and the boundless truth of existence. Imagine if meditation had no purpose, no end game to chase, and no goal to accomplish. What if the act of meditating was simply about being, like the joy of dancing or the pleasure of making music, not for any destination, but for the experience itself? This is the true spirit of meditation. It exists beyond the concept of improvement or outcome. Meditation, like dance, unfolds moment by moment. It is an invitation to be utterly present, embracing the richness of each breath and each instant. Consider this. When you dance, are you trying to get to a specific spot on the floor? When you listen to a beautiful melody, is your aim to reach the last note as quickly as possible? Hardly. In both dance and music, the magic lies in the journey, in each note, in every move. Rushing to finish would make the experience hollow, robbing it of joy. Similarly, meditation calls us to engage with life as it is now, without looking for something beyond this very moment. Alan Watts captured this beautifully when he said, "The meaning of life is just to be alive. It is so plain and so obvious and so simple. And yet, everybody rushes around in a great panic, as if it were necessary to achieve something beyond themselves." This is where meditation gently disrupts that urgency, guiding us to experience life without the incessant need for progress or purpose. Do so many people approach meditation with a goal in mind? The irony is that chasing an outcome through meditation is a contradiction. True meditation isn't about becoming someone new or achieving a heightened state. Rather, it's about returning to our natural state. As Osho wisely pointed out, don't try to become. Life is not a process of becoming, it is a process of being. Meditation invites us to reconnect with our essence by letting go of the urge to transform. Instead of seeking change, it encourages us to rest in the completeness of what already is, 16 source process. Meditation also reveals a profound truth about time. meditation, unlike most of our activities, is not a path forward. It doesn't lead anywhere because its only destination is now. Thich Nhat Hanh's words remind us of this. The present moment is the only time over which we have dominion. Meditation asks us to release the compulsion to alter reality and to simply immerse ourselves in each breath, each sensation, each feeling that arises without resistance or expectation. When WW with no ulterior motive, we unlock a world of spontaneity. This freedom is not unlike the way a flower blooms or how a river flows. Meditation becomes a natural expression of life itself, a process of simply being. It dissolves the boundaries between self and moment, allowing us to experience the essence of life as it unfolds. In a world that constantly pushes us to achieve, meditation stands as a quiet rebellion, an act of radical presence. It isn't a tool for improvement, but a journey of discovery. It shows us that we are already complete, and in that completeness we find a timeless joy. Meditation, then, is not an activity or an achievement, but a state of being. A reminder that the fullness of life exists right here in the present moment. Embracing the eternal. Now, the joyful journey of meditation. What if meditation isn't something we have to do at all? What if it's not about forcing change or disciplining ourselves, but rather about opening up to the effortless presence within? We often think meditation has some goal to make us better, wiser, or more peaceful. But meditation, in its truest form, is the exact opposite. It's a journey of letting go, of stepping beyond expectations and dropping into the beauty of the present moment. Imagine this. Instead of sitting down to meditate with the weight of a purpose, what if you approached it with the same freedom you feel when listening to your favorite song or dancing just for the joy of it? When you dance, you don't do it to reach the far corner of the room. You dance to feel each movement, to lose yourself in the rhythm. Meditation is the same. It's about the joy of simply being here, free from past regrets or future plans. Meditation calls us into the eternal now, a state where everything just is. There's no tomorrow waiting around the corner to distract you, no yesterday pulling you back. There's only this moment, whole and complete. Sadhguru points out that we're often trapped in our own cycles of thought, trying to improve or transform ourselves, but this search itself can be a form of bondage. Real transformation happens not by striving, but by dissolving, letting go of the barriers between ourselves and the timeless reality around us. When you meditate without a goal, just for the experience of being, a natural joy begins to emerge. As Sadhguru explains, it is this joyful state that allows us to touch the core of life. It is not about punishing ourselves or proving our worth. It's about realizing that everything we seek is already within us. This experience of meditation is not a grim discipline, but an opening to something profoundly light and vibrant. Why do we make meditation a task, a means to an end? This end we seek, this future goal, is only a concept, an illusion we project. In reality, there is no future or past in meditation. There is only the now. Once we connect with this state, we realize that peace is not something we need to manufacture. It's simply the nature of being present, as natural as breathing. In the eternal now, we are free from the endless cycle of needing more, of becoming. We step out of the loop and into a timeless space where life is an unfolding mystery, a process to be experienced moment by moment. Through meditation, we reconnect with this natural, effortless state, a state of wholeness and ease that we carry within. So, let meditation be a joyful practice, not a duty. Let it be a moment of freedom where you drop all that's expected and simply groove with the rhythm of the present. In this way, meditation becomes not a tool for improvement, but a celebration of life itself. I would like to thank you all for supporting this journey of inner exploration. If any of these insights resonated with you, please share this video with someone who might also find peace and joy within. Your support is essential to continue spreading this wisdom, so thank you for being part of our community. Here's to a life full of profound peace and endless joy, right here in the eternal now.